Hello my friends, apologies for the sniffles and maybe the weird voice, but I'm still recovering from the disease of unknown origin, if you know what I mean. Several months ago, the art dump for Witch Queen happened. So on websites like ArtStation, you had a lot of Bungie employees releasing concept art and I guess 3D models and stuff like that on there that were used for the development of Witch Queen. Obviously, we talked about some of the pyramid ship art and what the developers had to say about it, and honestly, there were a lot of gems overall in these albums. But what I didn't know, and I think none of us knew, is that while we enjoyed these gems, the real treasure snuck past us, and that's what I'm going to show you today. This video is purely thanks to my friend Myrzir, and he blew my mind away when he first showed these pictures to me, so thank you for that, man. The pictures in question were created by Andrew Kreutzer, and as you can see, this is his ArtStation page here, and the pictures are not there, because I emailed Mr. Kreutzer yesterday, and today the pictures are missing. But here are some screenshots that I managed to take yesterday. I don't know what made me think to do it, but I'm so happy I did. Here are the pictures, and as you can see, this is what his ArtStation page looked like yesterday, or I guess the day before yesterday, depending on when you're looking at this. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get into the whole pictures getting removed thing later, but for now let's just get on with the rest of the video. Here is picture 1, and here is picture 2. Before we dig into these, I just want to tell you how Mr. Kreutzer hid these pictures from us. I mean, apart from deleting them, right? And also I want to tell you how I know for a fact that they were used for Witch Queen's development. Alright, the first question is how these pictures were able to evade our detection before they were deleted. The answer to that is actually really simple. These pictures are not tagged, they weren't tagged, as being part of Witch Queen or Destiny 2. These are considered to just be fun pictures that Mr. Kreutzer happened to release at the same time as the other pictures that came out with the Witch Queen art dump, so like 2 months ago. So anyway, this is why when you look up Destiny 2 concept art or Witch Queen concept art, and you're going through those other pictures, that these didn't show up at the time. The next question is, how do we know that these two pictures were created for Destiny 2 and Witch Queen? While Mr. Kreutzer's ArtStation might be empty, he has his own website, and that for sure isn't. His website is full of Destiny 2 art, and at the same time, his LinkedIn page says that he is a lead environment artist at Bungie, so there you go. Finally, even though there is no art on either his ArtStation or website that links him to Witch Queen's development, I have proof that he did work on it. On the ArtStation page of Mr. Kim, we can see that they worked on the birthplace of the Vile Strike. Listed in the credits, we can see that none other than Andrew Kreutzer worked on the palette for this area. So there you go. That's why these pictures weren't with the rest of the art dump, and that's how I know this guy worked on Witch Queen. Okay, with that out of the way, let's talk about the pictures. I think it's safe to say that we're looking at pyramid ship architecture. What stands out in the first image is what appears to be a figure submerged in soil or something. Could this be a depiction of a tomb? Because that would make sense. It looks kind of like a tomb, I don't know. The second picture is what really has my interest. This is either in a different room or in the same room but at a different angle. On the left and right we can see two statues of a figure, and in the middle is a more complete statue of, I'm guessing, that same figure. It's in multiple pieces, but thanks to my genius Photoshop skills, here is the full thing. And as we can see, that is a Homo sapien or human being. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. Okay, I've asked several friends and I've received different opinions, but it doesn't really matter. If this picture was made for Destiny 2, then we made a big discovery. This is huge. Why? Because this is a statue made by the pyramid ship race, and I believe that this is a statue of a member of that race. This statue may very well prove that the pyramid race were once human. Let me tell you what I was able to get from this statue. First off, we have a fair idea of how close before the release of Witch Queen this was made. If we look at these statues here, I believe these are concepts for the statues we eventually got in the game. From the dates they were posted, and considering how vastly different in design they are to what we eventually got, it's safe to say that these were made a very long time ago. Now let's go back to this guy. I think it's a guy, okay? The material of the statue is the same as some of the statues we got in-game. At the same time, this statue is cut up, and this is the same design as the statues again we got in-game. The closest similarity to the statue is the Egyptian god looking statue here. See how although none of the edges are sheared off, it is still cut into pieces, but it's still somewhat connected? What all this tells me is that this statue was created not too long ago and was most likely absent from the game, not because of its design or anything like that, but because of the context surrounding it and its relation to the game's story. I think this statue was a bit too obvious for Bungie, and that's why they had to remove it. Next, I think I might have found a statue that's supposed to be of this same character in-game. If you look at this one here, the head shape is very similar and you can kind of make out the hair. Honestly, I can see Bungie taking the model of this character and making a less obvious version of them to use in-game. Finally, what do I think? What is my current opinion of all this? Especially since Bungie has deleted these pictures, showing that they don't want them to be widespread knowledge, this further backs up my opinion that I believe that the Pyramid race were once human, and as my next videos will show, there are more and more links between this race and ancient human culture. I think that this statue is of someone significant, due to the one in the first picture getting the whole special treatment in the wall, and also because of the possibility of Bungie using this character in a less obvious way in-game. Do I think this character is important to the story? I really can't say, but I do believe each statue in-game represents something that is story relevant, which is why they're copied and pasted everywhere. The race wouldn't do that unless they mattered. Can I put a setting on this character? It looks very ancient Greek or Roman to me. Also, the clothing is very much ancient Greek or Roman. This is another reason why I don't know whether it's a guy or a girl for certain. Just because they're wearing what looks like a toga or a tunic, that doesn't automatically make them a woman, since togas and tunics were unisex, I'm pretty sure. That's also why I can't put a name on them. I'm not gonna lie, I did find similarities between this statue and a bust of the god Helios, but who knows, man? Who knows? Thank you for watching until the end. I really appreciate it, and I hope you found the video entertaining and informative. If you like this kind of Destiny content, stick around because I have a lot more like it on the way. I'll talk to you very soon, my friends. Take care. Bye-bye.